everybody, and welcome back to Shave Up. Professor here. It's still December, but don't worry, I already wore my Santa hat today, and it's out in the other room. I didn't even think to bring it in right this time. I thought about it earlier, but oh well. So I saw Star Wars recently, just a couple days ago. I saw it on the 14th at 11:30, so... And I'm talking about Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything here. Let's just do that just a little bit. Because I hate spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But I did want to kind of talk about it a little bit because I thoroughly enjoyed it. This isn't going to be like a review or anything. This is just going to be like, I don't know, a little bit of talking. Hang on a second. All right. Okay, it's recording. So I just wanted to warm up some water without having the water sound rushing in the background for a long time. But yeah, today I'm going to be using my Omega 48 again. Thoroughly enjoying this brush. Now when it's wet, I smelled it earlier, but I didn't smell anything. But now that it's wet, I do smell a little bit of that boar smell. And I just noticed that this looks like the sticker's getting soaked with water and starting to come off. So that's kind of a bummer. I thought it was a different kind of sticker. Oh well. But today I wanted to use something I don't think I've used on camera yet. I was going to say Wilkins, this is a word. But I know this is the Williams Mug shaving soap. And I just keep it in this mug. I don't have a container for it. It just sits out in the open. And for those who have been doing this a while or have already seen a few things, Williams Mug soap. Some people love it, some people hate it. So it's an interesting soap, definitely. It is cheap, which is I like. You can see it generally for $2 or less. I've bought it for 98 cents, but the price has gone up. So I think I haven't seen it in a while. I don't use it too often because it can be pretty tricky to lather sometimes. But that's what I'm using today. And also, you probably cannot see it on camera, but right here is a little hair that's like twice as thick as the other hairs. And so it's really weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but we're going to go ahead and get it all gone today. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and use my Black Beauty. I was thinking about using a straight razor, but I don't know, I just decided to go with the Black Beauty. Probably just going to record one pass on camera today because I'm using Wilkinson. I keep saying Wilkinson sword. That's a blade. This is, well, it's a blade and a razor. I don't know if they have any soaps off the top of my head. The Williams Mug. So one thing I did do is I put a little bit of water on top of it. So the water is kind of soaked in. I didn't like bloom it like a true bloom where you fill it with water and just let the water sit. But I put just a little bit. So it's pseudo bloom, half bloom, I don't know, just soaked or moistened. I don't know. But this is the first time I'm using this brush and this soap. So this is going to be pretty cool. But, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about Star Wars. It was awesome. Personal opinion. I've seen a lot of people didn't like it, and I don't understand it. Like with Episode 7, once we were in the theater, and I saw that long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then Star Wars, and then the title and the crawl going, I was excited. My heart was racing and everything, and my wife's a nurse, and I just had her feel my pulse because I thought she'd find it, because I could feel just in my chest that my heart was racing. I checked my pulse pretty quick, just like that, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty quick. But, I mean, if you don't already know, I am a Star Wars fan. But I just realized this is mainly Empire. You have Chewbacca and R2. The rest are Empire. Interesting. Oh well. But we have my Star Wars bowl there. I thoroughly enjoyed Star Wars. One thing I did have to say, there was a little bit more humor in it than I personally would have liked. But in the end, it didn't really detract too much from me. In the moment, in those jokey moments that were a little bit too jokey for me, it kind of was like, really? But then it would, and you can tell I'm out of shape. I'm out of breath and I'm just talking. But it was fantastic. I was mind blown, eyes wide open, jaw dropped like the whole movie. Oh man, it was fantastic. So Williams Mug Soap, it has, hey, I got it right this time. Has a, I don't know, I think it's a lemongrass scent, but I haven't really had the opportunity to smell lemongrass. But it is kind of a soapy scent, slightly citrusy, but it's not like a lemon or a citrus scent. I tried briefly looking online to see what kind of scent it actually has, but I don't remember what I found. Alright, so if you have seen Star Wars and you want to comment or anything like that, whether you loved it, whether you hated it, go ahead and comment in the description. Please keep it spoiler free for at least a year. So if in December, if I see any comments that are spoilers, I will delete them as soon as possible. So please don't ruin it for other people. But it was fantastic. I was sitting on the front row, and so I was kind of like this, but it wasn't like, there wasn't like a lot of things going on all sides of the screen or anything like that, so it was fairly easy to look at the focus of each scene, even though I was in the front row and, 15 feet from the screen. But okay, so it's looking pretty good. It's still looking kind of bubbly. So I think I'm going to add water here in just a second. But it's looking pretty good. Getting a decent amount of lather. But my thought process through Star Wars, a lot of it was like, what's going on? What's going on? This is so cool. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. In a good way. Not like, what's going on? But it was just like, and things were done so well. It was beautiful. For the Carrie Fisher fans out there, it was, I'd say, a really good tribute to her memory. Very good last film for her. And was fantastic. But yeah, jaw-dropping. Definitely worth it. And I paid full price for my tickets. Here we have a $5 Tuesdays. I wish it was $2. We used to have a dollar theater in the area. It played films that were on DVD already, but hey, you could go see a movie for $1. But that closed down a few months ago. So that was a sad day. But me and my wife did get to see a good movie for our last movie at the Dollar Theater. I'm at 11 minutes already. The last movie we saw there before it closed was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yeah. I'm liking this. I think I might... Look at that. I think I might just stop here. Let me see. No, I think I want some more water in there. I don't know. And who knows, I may not even shave with this lather here. Because it can be pretty finicky. Like I mentioned. And there's a lot of people who just love it or hate it. Go onto a couple forums and search for Williams Mug. It'll be like, it's the worst soap ever. It's the best soap ever. It's interesting. I have gotten a couple good shaves with this. Still trying to figure out what's the best way for me to lather it for my taste. Because, like, there's different ways. I think I put too much on this one today, but let's yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add a bunch. Wow, that is so cool. Who knows, I might even just label this Lathering Williams Mug Episode 1 and talking about Star Wars Episode 8. Who knows, I might not even shave on camera today, but let's go ahead and take a look in the bowl. Okay, let's go ahead. Wow. Yeah, I think I put just a lot of soap on there today. A lot more than I needed to. Because I was loading it for a while. Wow. And you guys have seen how tall this brush is, and there's still some in here. But hey, what's wrong with the occasional video about just lathering? I'm just talking about Star Wars. Hey, talking about Star Wars is fun. On the way home from Star Wars, I was like yelling at the top of my lungs pretty much, just like going over about the things that were in there that were cool, and it was insane. But me and my wife wanted to see it again, like right away. So yeah, look, this is a nice little lather here. I think I'm gonna stop here. Let's scoop it back into the brush a little, bowl a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and wet the face again. Yep, the water's cooled down. Been talking too long. Let's just go with lukewarm water. Lukewarm. That's the internal temperature of a tauntaun. And sorry about that, I forgot to silence my phone. This brush is crazy. It's definitely the biggest brush I have by far. And it goes all over the place. Yeah. This is often how I get my Williams mug to be. Kind of thin. Like in the bowl or on the brush it'll be fine, but then once it's on the face it's kind of thin and flinging all over right now. And yeah, so Williams mug is definitely weird. It looked like it was needing a lot of water, but now it's on my face and it looks like it has too much water, but we'll see how it is. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 5. And this has a Wilkinson Sword Classic blade in it. So, yeah. And I might need to clean this razor. So. It's feeling very slick. I do have a nick already though. And my nicks usually are just user error. I don't think it's ever like due to a poor lather or anything like that. I was like the quality of the lathers and the soaps I'm fine with. I just think it's either me not making a good lather or poor technique with the razor. That is nice about the twist to opens when they do get clogged with hair and everything. You can just pop it open real quickly, even sometimes just like this. And then you just rinse it. It is feeling a little dry right in that area, but everything else is feeling fine. Even here, where I'd already gone, it's gliding pretty smooth. And this is not a review of the Williams mug. I'll probably do that in the future. I do want to do a review video soon because I haven't done one in a while. Okay, yep, that hair is still right there. It's right underneath the pad of my finger. I don't know. There's a little bit more lather on my face still than what shows up on camera, but Still feeling pretty great today. When I touched the lather earlier, just before putting on my face or anything, it looks like that could have been an ingrown hair. But it was weird because it was so thick. But when I felt the lather, it was, to my fingers it felt kind of dry, so that's why I was adding more water. But okay, so that's the first pass. Might have needed a new blade or something, but this wasn't catching or anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my shave and be back for the post shave. So I'll be back. Okay. So, sorry, I just had to do some quick data management, but you didn't see that. I forgot how long I had recorded and how little, how much time I had available on my camera. So I already did the cold water rinse and put some styptic, used a styptic pencil because I had, you can still kind of see it right here, but it was bleeding pretty bad. That was use your air. I don't blame the soap at all for this because it does, I have gotten nice protective, fantastic shaves with this in the past. A little bit rare, but I still enjoy the soap. It's just a fun soap to just pick up and just to lather every now and then because it can be so finicky. To just try and get a really good lather out of that, it's kind of a little challenge. But I also put alum on. I don't know if I mentioned that. So now we're ready for the aftershave. I didn't want to just moisten the face a little bit more. It was either alum or stick that I could taste on my lips. Cool. And you can see some irritation maybe. Not these were already there, but there's a little bit of irritation right there. But that's just, I didn't get a good lather this time. Yeah. Razor Rock Evil Eye. I love this stuff. I am actually very surprised, I think I said this before, that look, that's probably even too much. It's just a tiny bit. I'm surprised that the Razor Rock aftershave wax doesn't get more love because this stuff is awesome. Just a little bit here. My hands a little bit wet. And it feels nice. I might actually... Yep, even with that little, there's a tiny bit of residue on my hands. Not as much as I have seen in the past. But I love that aftershave. I'm going to do a review for it here sometime soon. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my video here. Well, gonna edit some of this stuff out so you don't see it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end my video here. So do what works for you. Like, use Williams Mug if it works for you. It has worked for me in the past, just didn't work as well as it has today. But still, I like it. Some people hate the scents. I like it. Do what works for you. Have a great day, and shave up.